everyone. Welcome back to the second edition of the Boom Rehearsal blog. I'm Ryan Nicotra, your company director.
I am Dustin Horsman, your assistant director.
Anthony Chanov, I'm Doug.
Jenny Hasselbusch, Kayleen.
And we're going to talk to you a little bit about where we are in our rehearsal process. Time is running out. We open on November 7th, so if you have not yet gotten your tickets, please do so shortly, as we expect a lot of group sales to be coming in soon. We look forward to seeing you at the show. Dustin and I had a really interesting rehearsal tonight. As you can tell, the lighting is much improved in the space. We have our first sort of starter lighting kit. Dustin, do you want to talk about how tonight went?
So we figured, why not try and get it out of the way sooner rather than later. Sometimes people have Q to Qs and they last like 4 hours. Our idea is to start working with them as soon as we can. That way when it comes to tech week and the rehearsals, you know, we could do this in our sleep. So we're using our curtain rod system to hang the lights on, and what it's allowing us to do is to really change and shift the lighting in interesting ways depending on the scenes. If you see like the one that's above me right now, you know, we use that one for like an outdoor scene. There's other ones that'll be shining on characters. There are some scenes where we really only use very minimal lighting to really sort of draw more attention to like the words and the action and everything. It's been a very interesting rehearsal trying to get in tune with each other across and turning off lights and trying to get the rhythm and everything down, but practice makes perfect, so.
Yeah, I mean, this is craft, and craft is messy, and something that we're really focusing on in this production is I really wanted to bring out silhouettes, and this idea that Kayleen and Doug, they very rarely have moments of honesty with each other when they face each other. And so I really wanted to bring that relationship to you, the audience, by staging them in a way that we don't get to see the entire story. We don't get to see the sincerity of what they're saying to each other. So there are going to be times where you're going to be missing their face, and there's going to be times where they're dimly lit. And that's really kind of, you know, because that's life. We don't always have great lighting in life, and not everything is played out to an audience. And I really want to have some fun with that and maybe tease you a little bit if you come to see this show, and leave you walking home with questions, not all the answers. So, talking about Kayleen and Doug, what's going on with you two this week?
I went first last time.
Well, I guess for Doug, creating backstories, like Ryan said, there's a lot of stuff that we don't know. Even with the script, there's a lot of stuff that we don't know about our own characters. So, for me, I've been making a journal about my experience in this as Doug. So we're writing and creating a backstory of my own. So when I come to rehearsal, I can somewhat be in the character already, because it takes such a toll to try to get into this character and then get out of this character. It's very emotionally
distressing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I guess so bringing belief, the sense that these are real people, is my biggest thing right now.
Yeah, and I would say along the lines of building background, like I know for myself it helps to sort of chart out her life, like when people left her life and when she lost people, and hypothetical situations that she may have found herself in as far as like substance abuse or other forms of abuse, which are alluded to in the play. And I think that just the emotional changes between the scenes are really hard. Like, it's really helpful when you can use the one emotion, but when you're trying to change tracks really quickly, because the scene changes are very quick. There's like no time. So being able to convert that to whatever you need for the next scene is what I'm working through right now.
Yeah, and it's really, really, really fun to watch Anthony and Jenny go into this world, and they really sort of embody all that we want out of this. They're making really smart, creative, and challenging choices, and really putting themselves out there in a way that's really bold and not normally seen in our area. So This is great storytelling, and you must come. We want you to come to this play. It opens on November 7th. Remember that you can get tickets at boomtheater.com. And be sure to follow us on Facebook. And we'll see you next week.